Hey family, it's Mary with Royal Rainbow. I am here with my wife, Brianna.
Hey everybody.
I guess it's time for us to share our trying to conceive journey with baby number 2, Miss Golden Jubilee Rain. Do you want to start, baby?
Well, from like
Very beginning.
we can.
Okay. So basically, we just decided we were ready to have baby number 2. Royalty, my oldest, was 2 at the time.
Yeah, she's about 2. Yeah, she was 2 years old.
Yeah, she was like 2. I asked you if you wanted to start, then I just started talking. We went on an app called Just the Baby. And we searched for a donor. Now, I will say we went through
a lot. Several people.
Like when it came to like interviewing donors to find the right person, we went through Facebook groups. We looked at a few like banks, but it wasn't an option. Yeah. So we ended up going with a known donor. We originally had a contract with him, and I'm not going to mention any names, obviously, because he is anonymous. Yeah. And we'd like him to stay that way so that we can have his trust and babies in the future. He is a known donor, so he is also going to help with future babies. We had a contract, but we didn't necessarily, you'll hear Golden in the background. We didn't necessarily have the contract signed and stuff. It just didn't work out. And it wasn't one of his requirements. So it was really important. I don't care what people say about this, but it was really important for us to have a donor that was non-vaccinated. And when I say non-vaccinated, I mean C-19. We did not want him to have that vaccine because we don't have it, just for our own personal beliefs.
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty much how that went. Once we found him and we went through all those interviews and, whatever, we liked him. We set up times to meet with him. Now it was a little weird how the actual insemination happened because it didn't go as planned at all. My wife went to Target and she got, I think it's called Naturalista.
Was it the pre-seed stuff?
No, we didn't end up using pre-seed. We were going to, but TMI, I didn't need it. Let's just say that. We did start tracking my ovulation like a month before we started trying though. So right after we had officially got married, we started trying, and surprisingly within the first month, we ended up pregnant.
First try.
Yes, I am very fertile. I'm fertile, okay.
We did have to go through a few obstacles as far as her carrying Golden, but her getting pregnant was easy. It was actually
not an issue.
It was more of the carrying full term that was more of an issue, I believe we'll probably do a separate video actually talking about the cerclage that my wife actually had to get in order to carry Golden full term. And I think that's going to be a blessing to somebody who's having problems with the incompetent cervix or anything of that nature. Of options that you can have. Maybe you can use some of the same options that my wife used in order for her to carry Golden full term.
Well, I just had a bomb doctor. Like, the Lord sent us, like, this man had healing hands. And when we first met with him, that's what he referred to Golden as, the rainbow baby.
Mm-hmm, he did.
And she is definitely living up to that. She's the rainbow baby.
Mm-hmm.
She is definitely advanced, and it's crazy to see. But yeah, so I would definitely. I don't know. Would you recommend a baby? I would recommend going with a known donor, just because even if medical issues arise, you know who your donor is.
Yeah.
Also fresh sperm, or sorry, fresh specimens. So I mean, we can go more into detail about how it happened, but I just wanted to get that out the way. That was the basics of it.
Yeah.
So once we found our donor, we coordinated dates with what I was tracking my ovulation. We did 2 inseminations. I think we were scheduled for 3 inseminations with him, but we only did 2.
We only did 2.
I think we did one on a Friday, and then I think we did another one on Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
So how the insemination happened was we did it at home, obviously. I wasn't comfortable, me personally, I'm not sure if my wife felt that way, but I was uncomfortable with going to a doctor to do the IVF, so we did the IUI. We did some at-home insemination. We did it was pretty simple. I have the ovulation test. I just bought some more. So I will put that either a picture in here. Oh no, I'll probably go get it because this is raw content. So I'm going to leave my wife with the phone that we're recording on, and I'm gonna go get the ovulation test. So I'll be right back.
Whoa. Oh. Our youngest is 10 months, so she's still really active. And she is sliding everywhere right now. But we wanted to show you guys these this kit we're using. Maybe you guys can use it out there who are trying. So
when we used this the first time, we originally got it from Target. I swear by these. These are like the best. I don't know. I haven't really used other OPKs, but this one is the best. And they sold them at Target at first, but then they stopped selling them or took them off the market or whatnot. And we ended up having to buy some from off Amazon. And so that's what we did. And then I just took some basic prenatals. You know, I started 2 months before I started trying. Before we started trying. Sorry, y'all. Golden. So we use just basic prenatals. These are the ones that I'm taking now. I've been taking them for maybe a few days. I bought these at Target. I read some reviews, but then I just saw them and come on, they have rainbows on them. So that
just
was
know they work.
And then we were able to conceive her. What happened is my known donor, he was very good. He's good at what he does. So even though it was our first time doing something like this, he was very knowledgeable. He had everything that we needed as far as equipment, materials. I don't know what you want to call it, but the sterile cups, the syringe, stuff like that. So what ended up happening is I kind of had to inseminate myself, because while we were trying with baby number 2, we had baby number 1, which was royalty. And with her, because I didn't have anybody to watch her that day, I ended up my wife stayed home with her, and I went to go meet with the donor. He gave me the specimen, and I was in the car, and bam. I used the cup. I opened the cup when I was ready, obviously. I went right down the street because I wanted to do it as quick as possible. I was 45 minutes away from the house. So I used the cup. I sucked up the specimen inside a syringe, and I put the syringe up there, and I, let it go up there. Just stayed up there for a little bit, and then I put a that's another thing that we used, the discs.
Oh, the cup.
Yeah,
what kind of cup those?
Menstrual cups, I guess you could say they're
the
called, the
little cups.
softest.
Yeah, oh, and I do recommend that before you guys use the soft cups, actually practice using them. Like don't just use a soft cup on the first time you're trying to do the insemination. Like practice putting them in because
definitely different.
It's kind of different.
Unless you use menstrual cups already, but it's definitely different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that. I put the cup up there. I mean the softest cup there, which is ultimately a menstrual cup. And then TMI, but this is raw content. I used a vibrator and we had the big O. And I'm pretty sure that helped a little bit, but I was trying to hurry up and get home to my wife, okay, so we could really do what it did. And so I did that. I put my legs up for like 10-15 minutes because that's more than enough time. And then I went home and I got home to my wife and I was like, babe. And so that happened twice. So we did that 2 days.
Twice. We did twice.
Yeah, we did it twice. And then I don't know, like because I was tracking my ovulation, I was still doing like the OPKs. And they were getting darker, but the pregnancy tests weren't showing up. So maybe like a week after. So like, what was it? Like a week before I was supposed to start.
I think it was about a week.
About like 5, not a full week, like 7 days, but 5 days before I was supposed to start, I took a pregnancy test and we had like a faint line, like the faintest of lines. But I had already felt pregnant. Yeah.
It was
I
bright
already
enough.
felt pregnant, and it was we used the first response, so those were the most accurate, and they've always worked for me. And then after that, I think we took a lot, y'all. We took a lot of pregnancy tests, and it was just because I lost babies in the past, so I wanted to make sure that things were still progressing as they were supposed to. So I kept taking pregnancy tests, and then after the lines got stronger with the clear blues, because you know what they say about the blue dye pregnancy tests. Well, I know what they say, and they're not supposedly not good, not accurate early on. And so I got the one that actually says, in writing, like words, pregnant, not pregnant. And so, and I do have an old picture, so maybe I'll insert it somewhere in here. If not, then it's fine. It doesn't really matter. So we probably took like 15 pregnancy tests.
I was the one who said she was pregnant the first time. And she was like, well, no, I want to get one. I was like, all right, well, let's get another test that say pregnant or not pregnant so that you wouldn't be confusion about like if the line was dark enough.
And no lie, y'all, like I know they say, oh, you keep testing with your OPKs until like you get a negative. But no lie, that day that I got that second donation, I literally, like that morning I tested positive, almost positive. Like it was almost as dark as the control line. But when I came home that night, it was already like, it was done for. It was already light again. So I knew I had already ovulated, and it literally happened. I know they say it takes like 24 to 40 hours. No, my body moves quickly. And I'm very in tune with my body. I always have been. So I knew that I had ovulated. I could feel myself ovulate. Pretty much every month. So yeah, that happened. And then we found out we were pregnant. And then like my wife said earlier, if y'all want like more detail about my pregnancy and how like it was rough, but it was a blessing. It was worth it. Golden was worth it. So yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long, but I see a lot of people that we personally follow on YouTube make videos about their trying to conceive process, and I just wanted to make a short video with my wife. This is probably part one. Yeah, but this is more like an introduction to my life too, because I know I've made videos on my own, but now y'all see the lovely Brianna. Yeah, so we're gonna make another video. Y'all stay tuned. Baby girl's 10 months now. She'll be 1 next month, so we're really excited about her turning 1. And then we're also going to make a current video, an updated video of where we're at, what we're doing with our lives, things of that nature. So y'all stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment so we can have an open discussion about LGBT families and the love that we have to give.
Yes.
The process of trying to conceive, because it's not easy. And even, you know, the seahorse dads, the dads out there that have babies or surrogates or going through it or want babies. We're here, all-inclusive channel. So you guys hit us up too. Peace.
Peace.